Pretty up. So today's video is going to be really interesting. So today we are going to talk about Bhoot Chaturdashi. When we was really young, we always had this festival in our mind which was celebrated with pumpkins. Pumpkins are used to be molded out in a certain shape, and that was a festival where everyone was out in the road talking about trick and treats. So basically, this festival is called Halloween. So we know it from a long time. But we Indians also have a Halloween day on our end as well. So I thought, why shouldn't I celebrate that first? Moisturizer, I'm using Nivea cream. It is really easily available and really affordable as well. So I'm using just a little hint of it, and this is a really thick moisturizer. This is not really great for your actual makeup before the makeup. It is really great for the skincare purposes. So you can use this as a night skincare. It will be a must, but I'm using it before today's makeup because today's makeup is going to look really horrible and spooky. So I think we need a little bit more skin moisture for that. So let's just first know what is Bhoot Chaturdashi. So Bhoot Chaturdashi is used to celebrate one night before Kali Puja. We are not talking about the Kali Puja night or the night of the Diwali. We are celebrating the Chaturdashi one night before the Kali Puja. So doing this is basically keeping ghosts away from you, and this is not about trick or treat or eating candies, but it is about eating leafy greens, 14 kind of leafy greens. Also, it is meant to recognize your older generations, and as per the Halloween, we used to light up the lamps. In India, we used to light 14 diyas, which is basically clay kind of lamps, I guess. So we used to do this. So nowadays, I don't think anyone, much lessly, we celebrate Bhoot Chaturdashi as it is says, and we eat leafy greens or anything like that. So that's why I thought, why shouldn't I do a video on this topic? So I am done with my foundation. I'm using concealer. This is Maybelline New York concealer, and I'm going around my eyes with this. And this will be the base for our eyeshadow today. So basically, lighting 14 lamps or candle means we are basically remembering our 14 forefathers, because in our culture we used to believe that we have forefathers and we really believe on them. So lighting 14 lamps is to remember our 14 forefathers, as well as if you lighten it in the dark corners of your house, it is believed that it chases the evil spirit. So that means you are getting them out of your house by lighting the 14 lamps on the darker corners of your house. So we are every year, we at least in every house, we used to light candle on our every house corner. That basically means our side lanes, our main door, and everywhere before the night of Kali. In the Halloween, it is used to believe that that day, according to mythology, how whatever I know right now, it is basically creating a getaway between living and dead, living and dead. That day means, so basically that day dead people's or their souls crawl around the street. So that is basically Halloween. According to my understanding, I'm very sorry if I am hurting you. I'm very sorry for that. So, and in Bhoot Chaturdashi, we are used to believe that our 14 forefathers, at least 14 forefathers, used to visit us. So everyone's 14 forefathers at least visit them on that day or that night. So it is really similar on our beliefs as well. So what I'm doing right now, basically I'm creating a really anime almost kind of eyeliner. After that I will do the eyeshadow today, because so I have drawn this really cool eyeliner, isn't it really cool? So now we are going to do our eyeshadow. So I'm using a palette which has this pink shadows, and I'm going to use this kind of pink. I'm going to apply it middle eye area and inner and the outer lower lids. Interest to that basically it is for eating healthy. So what does that mean? That means basically in Halloween in the western areas we are used to eat pumpkins, which is really healthy because we don't eat pumpkin in a usual day there, as well as in the Bhuchututushi here that day we eat 14 leafy greens, which we are not eating over here as well. If we eat one leafy green that day or one shark that day, we think we have eaten so much healthier. But that day we are used to eat 14 leafy greens, which is amazing, really great for health. Also, in India, I don't know that the Halloween, what is the Halloween story, but I know the Indian Joshi stories. Actually, there are many folk tales about this. So I know the story where once a Brahmin lived in village very long ago. So that Brahmin and his wife lived together there. So they never used to clean their houses somehow. They were living in a really dirty place for a long time. Let me just complete my this eye as well with pink shadow as well. I'm going to use a black and just darkening up my lower eyelids on the outer half. Going to create some webs under my eyes. So as I was telling that Brahmin used to pile up so much dirt, and his wife was also same. She was also not kind of the cleanup. So by that position, their house was almost a garbage can. But they had no self-realization at all. So as per the folk tale, because the house was so dirty, ghosts started to live out there. So once when the ghosts were living there, someday suddenly the Brahmin noticed a stack of rust starting to arise, and after the arising, ghost appeared from that junk of whatever it was, clothing or the dirt they used to pile up. So after that incident, he got shocked for life and started to clean his house and used to clean all the corner of the rooms house and used to light oil lamps there. That's how basically the story goes to celebrate Bhuchutudoshi, and that's how the Brahmin learned the lesson. For that also we clean our house, because the next day is Kali Puja, which is our goddess celebration. We are cleaning our houses very good, because we are used to believe that if you don't clean your house properly, the god is not going to come in your home. So it is really important for ourselves. Now I'm going to create a heart sign on my eye like this. So I'm using a red eye pencil for this, which is from Mars, and I'm just trying to hint for the heart I'm going to do. So when the glitter reflects, it doesn't show any skin part, it will show the black part. I hope you can see this. And I have already introduced it in my shorts. So if you're not seeing my shorts, please watch it and subscribe. Almost done with this part. I'm going to just color this thing web in silver. Now I'm going to create a open cut mouth, which basically reminds me of Kuchisaki, that Japanese legend. So let me just shut up for a bit and draw the mouth. Just use the same colors to fill up my lips, and I'm just going to strike a little bit shadows out, brown and shade mix, brown and brownish. If you're watching so far, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye. Happy Bhut Chaturdashi.